New insight into the golf world's tense battle pitting the PGA Tour against the Saudi-backed LIV Golf League. Let's welcome CNBC political finance reporter Brian Schwartz. His latest article for CNBC reveals the dollar figures involved in the PGA Tour's lobbying efforts on Capitol Hill against the Saudi-funded rival. The PGA Tour has paid $360,000 to the firm DLA Piper to lobby lawmakers on their behalf for multiple topics, including, in their words, Saudi Golf League proposals. Brian, thanks for joining us. PGA Tour is spending $360,000 and LIV is spending $200 million on one guy. I don't know. That's like a drop in the bucket.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Joe. You compare those numbers, you're right. It is a drop in the bucket with the Saudi-backed Golf League putting so much money toward their players. But really what's going on here behind the scenes is the latest salvo between the PGA Tour and LIV Golf. The PGA Tour, from our reporting, has really since last year been engaging directly with lawmakers on Capitol Hill and I'm underscore this, Biden White House officials about the issues they take with LIV Golf. And really, among the things that really stood out to me was, in fact, this outreach to Biden White House leaders about these concerns that the PGA Tour has with LIV. The message that's been delivered, from what I was told, to these leaders in Washington is basically that the PGA Tour believes that this LIV Golf League is basically just another effort by Crown Prince MBS to wield some sort of influence in the United States and around the world. And of course, this comes as, we're really preparing here in the United States for LIV Golf matches and events, one starting, I think, in the coming days at Trump Bedminster in New Jersey. Very interesting development, what we're seeing from the PGA Tour in Washington, their efforts to lobby against this league.
42 minutes ago, Charles Barkley expected to potentially join as a golf analyst at Bedminster, where you said, some of his comments about how, I don't know, he said that the world has been sports washed or something. I guess he means brainwashed, and he calls out the selective outrage. It sounds like this is preemptive to him actually joining LIV. Is he a golf analyst? I mean, you've seen his swing. Do what I say.
I don't know about an analyst, but he definitely plays golf, and him coming forward with those comments is pretty interesting. I mean, and again, it seems to me that that's another chance for LIV to pull in a big name athlete in that case to come in and be on their side here. Look what they did with Phil Mickelson. Look what they did with other American golf stars. I mean, they basically, are starting picking off these people left, right, and center with massive contracts. I expect the same thing to happen there in Charles Barkley.
What do you think Charles Barkley would be worth?
Oh, man, I wonder. I do wonder what that team, does he work for TNT already? I mean, he does like basketball stuff
all
on
TV. Yeah, I see him all the time doing basketball. He's hilarious. He's outspoken. He's a great player. Everything else. So he does a lot of commercials, funny commercials.
Yeah, I would expect him to cost a lot to go from what he's doing now in some capacity to going as an analyst, a live analyst on through them would be, I'm sure, a pretty penny.
Ryan, is it a huge threat to the PGA Tour? Is it a live and let live? It's a big enough market for everyone. Do they eventually merge? You heard former President Trump say that haven't seen any reason to think that there's anything to that. But how do you see it playing out? There are some big names, not the biggest, but some big names.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that LIV Golf is a clear competitor for the PGA Tour, and there's no doubt about it. On the other hand, the PGA Tour has moved ahead with these rules that if a golfer from the tour agrees to play with the Saudi-backed LIV Golf League, they cannot play with the PGA Tour. So there is this back and forth between the players, the PGA Tour, and LIV Golf. And that, of course, also represents to me the competition side to this. The PGA Tour is losing, some of it because of their own doing, major players to LIV Golf, but I've read that also certain players are also losing sponsorship after deciding to go and play with LIV Golf. So there is all of that at play here, and much of that just comes down to something very simple: the scrutiny that many have on Saudi Arabia and Crown Prince MBS. That's where this issue comes down to in a lot of ways, because people are connecting the LIV Golf League to him, the Crown Prince, and an effort to sway some sort of influence around the world.